Okay, so to start my videos off of in winter break, a little late starting 4 days in, but I mean I still have 13 days left. So anyway, um, I thought I might as well tell you a list of games that I would like to see on the Nintendo Virtual Console for the Wii, of course. These aren't in any order. I'll probably put the ones up there I want the most to the Virtual Console to least, but they might not be. All right, a game I really want to see, and this is the game I the most. I just can't understand why it isn't on the Virtual Console. Donkey Kong 64, which is one of what I call one of the four gods of the Nintendo 64. The others being Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, and Smash Brothers. Well, not so much Smash Brothers, but the other three were solid gold. This was the by far the best Donkey Kong game in my opinion of all time, and it was pretty much the last good Donkey Kong game, and it was something that I never could grasp the concept of why they never attempted to do again. I don't mean like extremely just copy it, but I mean like do something like what they did with Majora's Mask, where it was a similar game style, gameplay, but still it was a completely brand new game. It was awesome. I loved Donkey Kong 64 is one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games. It probably was my second favorite after Mario 64. This is one of the games that I spent my childhood with, and it really needs to be on the Virtual Console. And I just don't understand why it's not. Super Smash Brothers 1. The only reason I would push for this is because it was released in Japan, and again, if it's released in Japan, there's really no reason why it shouldn't come to the United States. I mean, that's just kind of ridiculous. Anyway. Although I'm pretty sure that this eventually will come to the Virtual Console, because, I mean, doesn't make any sense why it would be here in Japan, and then all the other countries in the world just don't get it. I mean, unless that Nintendo wants to be arrogant and they think that Japan is much, much better than every other country in the world, which is a good possibility. But, I mean, it's something you'll probably see, Virtual Console eventually. But I heard it came out last year for Christmas there. And it was 1,400 Wii points. That's a little outrageous. I mean, maybe it could be worth a little bit more than other N64 games, but I mean, it's not really. I mean, like games like Donkey Kong and Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, they're more. They're more exploration material. No, that's not a really good word. Sorry. They're more advanced. Seems like there's a little more effort into them, but whatever floats their boat. Really, just release it on the Virtual Console. It's not that hard or that big of a deal. You would make a lot of money off of it. For the next game, yes, I used the icon for the original Mario Party. However, I'm referring to Mario Parties 1 through 3. I could do what they did with the Star Wars arcade series on the Virtual Console. Basically, just release them one at a time. Starting with Star Wars, then Empire Strikes Back, then Return of the Jedi, and they came out a week or two after each other. But which one I really, really would like to see the most is the first Mario Party, because I loved that one. But I would really want to see the second one too. The first two Mario Parties are my favorites. The third one I never really played that much. I only played it for like a half hour in a hotel one day. That's the only Mario Party game excluding the DS one that I don't have. I have all the console ones and the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, so if anyone who plays the new Mario game, party games, and say they suck, well, play the old ones. They were better. Obviously, I want this one on the Virtual Console, but no, it is not the least, even though it's one of the last on my list. Um, I've discovered that there's certain reasons that are prohibiting them from bringing this title to the Virtual Console. However, I say just fix them because, I would say just fix them, but the creators stated that to basically legalize the game for the Virtual Console, you would have to alter the game very much, and that would take away a lot of the experience, but at the same time, it would still give, people who've never played it, like, Europeans, and even, like, younger Americans and Japanese, it'd still give them the experience of Earthbound, a rough experience, and then, the people who used to play it all the time, they can, or, played it and they're big fans of it, well, at least they get something after all these years of fighting. And for now, the last one, Spider-Man for the Nintendo 64. Yes, it was also released for the PlayStation. However, I enjoyed the N64 version much more. Why? Just because I did. And something that was one of my favorite games. It was my favorite Spider-Man game, and I would really love to have it on my Wii. Okay, well, that wraps up my games. I would love to hear the games that you would like to see on the Virtual Console. Please do. Please list the games. You can even relist the ones I have here. And I'm sorry for the monotone of the video. Next up, Tom's Adventure, Episode 12.